Good morning, folks. I wanted to just quickly show you how to work with conditional formatting in some very simple ways. Let's say I have a set of scores here and I want to highlight all my scores. There's a lot of numbers there to see. I want to highlight everything that's between 50 and 60. So I highlight my range. I go to Format, Conditional Formatting, and I create a new rule. Now, notice it's applied to the range B2 to K31, and it's is not the default that comes up is not empty, and then these are my formatting styles. What I'm interested in, you can see the different things you can use here is empty, not empty. Text, you can format based on text, based on date, and based on numbers, or you can get into custom formulas that let you do some very interesting things. But we're just going to focus right now on if our data is less than 60, and notice that highlights just those. We could leave that at that color. I can make them bold. I can decide that that's sort of something I need to see in sort of a reddish, or that needs to stand out for me a little bit. And I can say done, and that would be it. And now I can easily see which ones of my scores are a little bit low. Now, alternatively, I could add a second rule to this range. And this rule might say, hey, I want to know the ones that are greater than or equal to 92. And there's a few, and those we might make a bright green, for instance, and say done. So real quickly, I can see all of my high scores. I can see all of my scores that might concern me as I look across at my different students and have those pop out for me. One thing I might do with this set of scores is to go ahead and get this average. So what I might do is equals average. I might want to know what the average score is for these students here. And Google Sheets is suggesting B2 to K2. That works for me, so I'm going to say yes. 71.9. I'm going to be able to select this and double click, and I'm going to get my averages for those scores super quick. Now, I might want to take this range and do a format rule for that. I'm looking at my, or actually what I might want to do is take a look at that data and say, if this is less than, if my average is less than 70, or let's say less than 65, we don't have any that are less than 65. How about 70? Yeah, we've got a few that are less than 70, and we can then highlight those and see, okay, those are the ones that we might need to be concerned with the conditional formatting on that. It's a different color. We've gone ahead and found our averages and then had those highlight. Conditional formatting can be super handy. There's a lot of other things you can do with it based on when you add a custom formula, but we'll get that in a different lesson.